Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please do what feels right for you. You're welcome to skip anything or change anything, so you're taking good care of your body. Let's begin sitting today. If you want to sit up on something, you might grab a blanket or cushion, come into a comfortable cross-legged position, and either close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Begin to slow down your breath. Setting aside any mental projects you've been working on for this time here on our mats. There's nothing we need to plan or figure out or go over. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a gentle twist. We'll take the left hand across to the right knee, the right hand somewhere on the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit a little bit taller, and as you exhale, rotate, look back over your right shoulder. And then each breath, can you sit a little taller? Can you twist a little more? Drawing the belly in and to the right. Keep twisting in this direction, but turn your head the other way, looking over the opposite shoulder like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch, starting gently at first. Lengthen and twist. Keep going this direction. Turn your head the opposite way. Release. Let's interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between the arms like you're going to pull them apart. So we spread the upper back, spread the rib cage. Release. Interlace behind your back, maybe the other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest. You can stay upright or fold, and folding could be just dropping your head or could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Release, come up, hands to knees. Round back, lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. So let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder, looking for a deep stretch on the left side of the neck. And you might lift or lower your chin. So you're exploring the different parts of your neck, what's interesting, what's useful for you. Rotate chin to chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now more through the right shoulder, looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to chest, come over to the first side and then go back and forth. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head. Let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of the neck. Release arms, head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back, roll your elbows back. Lift the heart, take the chest as high as you can. Release, come up, hands to knees. Round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. Roll your way back up. Still holding the knees, lift the heart, come into a little upper back arch, keeping the back of the neck long. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor, hands behind the legs. Put a little pressure up on the backs of the knees to round even more. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch back, but also lean back. So now abdominals are really working to support you. And we'll go back and forth between these two movements. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Back. And up. Last one. And then let's hold. Come up, lifting up away from the sit bones. Feel how much you want to lean back, engaging what's needed, and finding ease, softening what's not needed. Release, round back. Just the right amount. Work, soft and easy. Release. Let's come all the way up and onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you would like to pad your knees, you can put something under there. Set up hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Draw the belly in. See if you can find a nice long spine. Lifting the whole spine up, away from the floor. And then we'll take a few rolls through the spine. Inhale, lift head and tail, opening up the front side. Exhale, round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch, and send your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, shift your weight forward, bend your elbows straight back and dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up, slow and smooth, knee in. extend. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, just do what you can. Maybe it's 1 or 2 inches and you push up from there, maintaining alignment. Knee in. Extend. One more time, dip down, slow and smooth. Press up. Knee in. Extend. Roll the hip open, and you can hold here or take your left hand back, so opposite hand back to catch your foot. Kicking your foot into your hand, lifting up away from the supporting hand, creating lightness, space in the joints. Gently release, arm forward, leg back, square off, shoulders and hips. Lift the belly. Whole spine lifting up away from the floor, long lines. Release hands and knees, sink back to child's pose. Maybe give that right wrist a little rub or circle. And then back up to table. Hands and knees. Let's take a few rolls through the spine, arching and curving on your own time, moving at your breath pace. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now inhale, arch and send your left leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend. Dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend. One more, dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend, and then roll your hip open. You can stay here. Or right hand comes back, catching your foot, kicking your foot into your hand. So you're honoring your body. If something's not feeling right, don't do it. Exploring what your limits are, what's possible. Gently release, arm forward, leg back, square off, shoulders and hips. Lift the belly. Release, hands and knees, sink back to child's pose. Maybe give that left wrist a little rub or circle. And then with arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. Pull back through your right hip. Stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through the left hip. And sometimes you gotta look for it. Some little shift or adjustment makes it feel even better for you. Come back to center. Let's lift up through table. And then back to down dog. Take your time getting into this first down dog. You might pedal out your feet a little bit. Bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another and hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. And bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position, including using a little support through your arms. You can take any movement. Bend your knees, slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. And into mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, parallel or together. Actively press down. So we're focusing a little bit more on core through this practice. So here, standing, or as often as possible, imagine the back wrapping around to the front and then knitting together, bringing stability. And take hands together at the heart. And if there's an intention you want to bring into your practice, you can call that to mind. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Fold forward, swan dive down. Lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Come into your back bend and maybe an extra couple breaths in this first one as you test the waters. Cobra or up dog, low or high. And then back to down dog. From down dog, let's come out to a plank pose, and then I'm going to lower onto my forearms. You could do hands or forearms, whatever feels right for you. We're going to work a little bit of core strength here. So connecting the endpoints, head, shoulders, hips, and heels, all in a straight long line. Shifting a little forward and backwards kind of helps me find it like I'm on a track. And then take that whole straight long line a little further away from the floor, pushing into the forearms, lifting up. And then in this strong pose, how much can you relax your face? Can you really feel abdominals engaged? Face relaxed. Let's shift over onto one arm, forearm or hand, lift the opposite. You can have feet stacked one in front of the other or one on top of the other, pulling up. Lightness, length. If you have back issues, adding more core is probably a good idea. One more breath here. Release and switch. Can breath be steady, face relaxed in this strong, powerful pose. Let's release. Let's drop the knees and come to a kneeling position. If this doesn't work for you, do something else. You could sit on a block. If you want to add a little toe stretch, you could tuck your toes. Let's cross one elbow on top of the other. Spreading the upper back, putting some pressure between the elbows like you're trying to pull them apart. Shoulders down. Notice which elbow is on top. Take a couple gentle swings. And then let's do the other arm on top, eagle arms. Release, couple gentle swings. And let's come back out to down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go nice and low. Arms reach high, shoulders low. Feel the back wrapping around to the front, stability. I used to hate this pose, and once I started using it to work on core, I find it a lot more interesting. Each exhale, abdominals a little bit stronger. Last breath here. Release. Inhale, flat back. Step or hop back. Lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, send your right leg up. Bend your knee to your chest. Start circling this bent right knee in the biggest circle you can make, exploring your full range of motion. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. You might imagine coming into little arm balances here. Could you take your weight so far you lift the back foot? Even if it doesn't lift off, what would that be like? Now right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it over, side bend. Same thing, other side. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. Arms up, tip forward, standing splits. Stretching that left leg straighter, longer, higher, letting the upper body release. Big step back. Warrior one. What's the work here? What is there to do? Again, could be core, back wrapping around to the front. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Any movement you want to take. Maybe a vinyasa, maybe something else. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling, feeling all that's being stirred up here. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Imagine floating right up into an arm balance. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. All right, towards the center of the chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Grab your right wrist, take it over. Same thing other side. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back. Other thumb on top this time. Arms up. Tip forward. Standing splits. Ease and effort, both at once. Big step back. Warrior one. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to a good rest. Letting go. Last breath here. Coming back through down dog, step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, let's take a twist. Left elbow across to to the outside of the right knee. Whoops. Or use your forearm. Try and keep knees in line with one another, hips square, long spine as you twist. Last breath here. Come back to center, hips low, arms high. Same thing other side, right elbow across. Last breath. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. Fold forward, wrapping arms overhead. And you can separate your feet hip width apart or wider. If this is too tight for your shoulders, you could also hold something between your hands. Release. Lower the hips, come into a squat malasana. If you want to widen your stance or turn your toes out or use some props to be more comfortable, go ahead and do that. We're going to open up the knees using the elbows. Roll your shoulders back and down. Let's work our root lock here, Mula Bandha. Same as a Kegel exercise. As you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Now engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom and connecting that energy up to the top. Feel the full length and space of your torso, your spine. Release, come back to a forward fold. Feet back to parallel. Any arm position. If you want, you can grab your big toes. Padangustasana. Inhale to look up. Let's set up for crow if you want to. If you don't want to do crow, don't do it. And whether or not you get your feet off the floor, it could be an interesting exercise in trying it. Hands shoulder width apart, knees to the upper arms, somewhere between the elbows and the armpits. Shift your weight forward. More weight in the hands, less weight in the feet, looking out. If your feet are weightless, you might lift them up. Can you find calm, ease here? If you were in your hands, come back to your feet, let that go. Perhaps stand hand, one hand at a time, sliding under the feet. If that doesn't work for you, don't do it. Maybe a different way of releasing the wrists. Let's make our way back to down dog. If you want to take crow again and maybe work on hopping out of crow, you're welcome. You can also just step back or take a regular vinyasa to get back. Feeling whatever you're choosing to do. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's take a twist. You could have an open twist, left hand down, right hand up, or left elbow to the outside of the right knee. If you'd rather do a low lunge, you could drop the back knee. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Step up for half moon. Ardha Chandrasana. You might grab a block for your bottom hand or bend your supporting leg. When you're ready, extend left arm high, going towards a straight long line from one arm to the other. Last breath. Let's bring both hands to the floor. Tuck the left knee right behind the right ankle and come down getting set up for a seated spinal twist. So if you got lost along the way, bottom leg bent, right foot to the outside of the left knee. If it doesn't work to have bottom leg bent, you could also straighten it. Right hand to the floor behind you. Left arm either hugs the knee or hooks to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist. Last breath. Unwind, keep the legs as they are, bring your hands around to the other side, little counter twist. And then unwind for boat pose, Navasana. So we'll start by leaning back, bending the knees, and pull against the knees to lift the chest. So the back isn't rounded, it's nice and long. You can stay here and keep the legs bent and extend the arms. You can extend the legs part way or all the way straight, but try and keep a nice long back. Last breath. Cross the ankles. You can shift your weight to the floor in front of you. Step or hop back. Come through vinyasa. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Take a twist. Something similar to what you did on the first side. Be prayer twist, could be arms extended. Last breath here. Release. Hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So setting it up as best you can, using what you know and what you're able to do, and then as you go towards what you know to go towards, meeting your limits right where they are, then how it is how it should be. As we go towards balance, sometimes there's wobbling. Let that be okay. As we go towards a straight line, it might not be straight. That's okay. Last breath here. Release both hands to the floor. Let's tuck the back knee right behind that bottom ankle. And then sit back. So bottom leg can be straight or bent, left foot to the outside of the right knee, left hand to the floor behind you, right arm hugs or hooks. Inhale, lengthen, nice and long. Exhale, twist. Keep going. Unwind, keep the legs as they are. We'll counter twist other side. And then release. Boat pose, Navasana. One more time. So take the level that feels right for you. Prioritize long back, strong core. And then what you do with your arms and legs is up to you. Keep them bent, keep holding, or extend them. Can you relax your jaw? Can you relax your eyes? Last breath. Release. Take some movement transition. Maybe an extra breath or two in up dog, opening up the front side. Let's come all the way onto our backs. You can bring your knees in. Take a circle or rock with your knees. Massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. And then drop your feet to the floor. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way. Roll down and rest. If you want to come up again, same thing, or any other back bend you know or want to try. So if you want to take half wheel or full wheel, you could. And take supported bridge or what we just did, bridge. Caring for yourself. Staying as long or short as feels right for you. When the pose feels complete, come down and rest. Let's take a supported bridge. So if you have a block or bolster or foam roller or something, let's place that under the sacrum. We'll lift the hips again. Get the block just a bit lower than the lower back. Resting, hips down on it. From here, bring your right knee to your chest, grab hold of it, and then straighten the left leg and let that straight left leg hang, yawning open through the front of the left hip. Let's release, bring your left knee in, drop the right leg long. When you feel even on the two sides, come to neutral. So that could be both feet back to the floor, both knees to the chest, or both legs straight, up in the air or along the floor. And see how much you can relax where you are. And if you need to adjust the height or placement of your props, go ahead and do that. This is a very gentle inversion. The hips are higher than the heart. Got a different orientation to gravity on the organs. If your legs are up, the legs are in a different position than they usually are. What is there to release here? Can you really relax your belly? We did a lot of core work today. So good to be able to engage fully, so good to be able to release fully. We are moving towards the end of this practice. If you'd like to stay where you are longer, you're welcome. If you're ready to come out of it, what's the most gentle way for you to do it? And what do you feel like doing next? I'm going to suggest Happy Baby as a good counter stretch, but what do you want to do? You might finish with a twist. Maybe what you're doing isn't even a yoga pose or something anyone's done before. Maybe it's your own unique movement or position that you're intuitively caring for yourself. Each time you finish something, you can again ask, what now? What would feel good now? What's needed now? Whether you're getting clear answers or just kind of randomly doing stuff, it's okay. Feeling what you're doing fully, giving it the time it needs. And repeating this process until there's nothing that's needed and you're ready to come into your final resting pose. When you are, can get as comfortable as you're able. Feel free to use props or adjust your clothing or do a little self-massage. Maybe a sigh or a couple deep exhales as you let go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles, and then take a big stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. And roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You could let that gratitude expand out to your teachers, to all that's led to you being here now. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even all the way out. Sending some gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. That's just what I needed. Hope it was good for you as well.